So what's up, guys? I will choose to make this video as fast as possible, and in this video I just want to show you how to fix a radiator coolant drop in your car. Maybe you've been experiencing such. And why am I putting up this video is because I had a personal experience myself for some time, for some period of time, weeks actually. I noticed periodically I do experience a radiator coolant drop in my radiator itself, or sometimes in the reservoir, almost times in the reservoir. What happens is that once I top up the fluid, that's the coolant, and I drive for a specific period of time, when I come back I notice there's a drop, especially in the reservoir. Then when I open up the radiator itself, that's the cap, I noticed a significant drop in the coolant itself. So what am I talking about? Most of us, while using a car, we tend to forget that there's a specific period of time we can use a specific parts of the car. Then we now go for a replacement, a total replacement, but in some cases maintenance, that is servicing the one that you're already using. Now what was the major culprit? What's the cause of that radiator coolant drop in my car? I had to conduct a research. I noticed that there's no sign of leakage in any of the pipes. That's the pipes that do carry the radiator coolant to the engine. And I say, what's the cause? Then I now made an inquiry from my mechanic. I told him that yes, I've been experiencing a drop. So he suggests that I will have to drop the engine to troubleshoot the pipe and see where the leakage is coming from. Then I said, what? I don't want to pass through such an experience at the moment. Then I said, let me conduct a research. But after doing the research, I noticed that the major culprit of radiator coolant drop in notice in either the reservoir or the radiator itself is as a result of a malfunction or a failed radiator cap. So what I did is that I have to buy a new one. There's the old one that is in this pack. I have to buy a new one. That's a new radiator cap. Then I replaced it with the old one, which is now in this pack. And after doing such, I noticed that for some time or after that, I haven't experienced a radiator coolant drop in the reservoir or the radiator itself. So which means the major culprit of the whole thing is actually this faulty or this old radiator cap. So if you're experiencing such, before going to or following the suggestion of your mechanic, most of the times they don't know what they're doing, or they just want you to undergo unnecessary pressure and expenditure, opt for replacing your radiator cap by yourself. And once you do that, you might notice that your problem might stop that if there is no leakage in any of the pipes carrying the radiator coolant, or maybe in the engine itself. So once you opt for this and it stops, then you're good to go, then you're safe. So do this before actually following their suggestion. And one thing you should know, that once going for a new radiator cap, always ensure that you note the pressure that is indicated or written in the rolled radiator cap. Like in this case of mine is 1.1, which means when buying a new radiator cap, I have to go for the one that also have this radiator pressure 1.1. So if you have a car or that the pressure that radiator cap can withstand is 0.6, don't go for a 1.1. And if you have a car that the pressure that the radiator can withstand is 1.1, don't go for a 0.6 radiator cap. So that's what you should know. So go for a new radiator cap, fix it or change it. Then notice that significant drop in the radiator coolant will cease and you'll be safe. So just follow the steps, and that's also what I want to tell you in this video before you go to the suggestion being laid by the mechanic. So if you then change this and you notice that on the coolant drop or leakage stopped in your car, tell me in the comment section. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for more tutorial video and how-tos just like this. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.